We here at S4 Suspension have taken the guesswork and confusion out of performing your suspension's 50-hour service, or an oil change for your shocks. Hi everybody, I'm Madison Zawada, and welcome to S4 University. This is what it looks like if you go by the book of your manufacturer. There's a little bit of research to be done, a few things to gather, but one glaring issue. There's a lot left over when you're finished. That's why we here at S4 have taken the time to consolidate everything into one easy place in single-use quantities. Welcome to the S4 50-hour DIY service kit for your RockShox shocks. And today, we're going to walk you through step-by-step on exactly how to use it. Whether you search out all the factory products or you decide to utilize one of our DIY service kits, there's going to be a few tools that overlap between the two that you need to complete the project today. You'll need a shock pump, a strap wrench, some sort of pick, preferably plastic to prevent scratching. You'll need some form of a suspension cleaner. Today for our RockShox, we're actually going to use their own suspension cleaner because we know it's going to be safe on all the surfaces. To aid in the cleaning, you're going to need some form of a rag. And then a tool that's not 100% necessary, but I think makes the job a lot easier, is going to be a valve core removal tool. And I'll show you a little bit more on that later. The last thing you're going to need is actually a vise. You can do this project without one, but it's going to be a lot more difficult and a lot more time consuming, so I'm going to recommend one. All right, let's dive into our kit and see what it actually includes. Your 50-hour kit is going to include oil for your air can, slick oleum grease, and the seal kit you chose upon checkout. An important note here before we get started is that this video is assuming one of two things. Either your mounting hardware is unobstructive of your air can and will allow it to slide off, or you've already removed your mounting hardware. If you need help removing and installing your mounting hardware, we actually have a video right here on just how to do that. Okay, let's dive in. Don't forget to grab the same pan you used for your fork to keep everything neat and tidy. This is when that valve core remover is actually going to come in handy. I like to fully remove the valve core. This prevents there being possibly any air buildup in there or suction later on when you go to remove the air can. Just prevents everything from, well, going bang. So that's why I like this. Quick pro tip here, as you take this shock apart, lay your pieces out in the order they come off so there's no confusion later on when you go to put everything back together. Start at your sag ring on the bottom and work your way all the way up top to your Schrader valve. Okay, I've got to jump back in here and interject for just a moment. This shock's a little different than some of the other ones, and it actually has two glide rings that are not going to get replaced today. You've got this inner glide ring right here on the air can, and then on the bearing assembly, this upper glide ring here. These two do not get replaced. They're going to stay as is. You don't take them out. They're pre-fitted to the shock. So leave those in place and we'll replace the other ones in line. So right here, this big, thick glide ring is the one that you actually won't use for the ultimate. For the others, you will. As well as this smaller, thick glide ring for the lower air can. This. You'll notice I only aired this shock up to 50 psi. That's because, as with most shocks in the bike industry these days, it has a negative chamber. Because of that, you need to equalize the positive and the negative chamber as you raise the pressure inside. To do that, I need a hand dyno or the bike itself, and unfortunately, today I don't have either. So, if you have more questions on how to equalize your shock, check out this video on how to set your sag, and of course, you just did a fresh service, so it's time to reset your sag anyways. For now, it's time for me to get back into the shop, continue to make your ride smoother.
Hey, there you go. Et voila, you know how to do your now.